Alright, good evening everybody. It's your boy Akeem and I am back coming from my vacation from Miami. And as promised, I told you guys I'm going to start things off for today with my Big 12 previews. Now for tonight, I'm only going to give you one, and I'm going to continue later on this week with the Big 12 conference and on this weekend with the Big 10 conference. Just trying to catch up with my previews, but I had a great week this past weekend at Miami. Have re-energized. I'm happy now. I'm fully back in shape, back in my mental state is fine, and I'm back to give you guys my previews. Now for this vlog and for tonight, I'm only going to give you one preview on the Kansas Jayhawks. Last season was the first year under new head coach and David Betty, who had a terrible year, actually leading this team to 0 victories, going 0 and for 12 last season. I think this year, I think they can still pull off a couple wins, but they will struggle to rebuild in that Big 12 conference. Now this season's schedule, I think the first 2 games they have a chance at least winning one of those against either Rhode Island or Ohio. But then when they get into conference play, they're going to have to struggle like they did last season. But I think there's going to be some couple of close games. I think a team that they could possibly, a couple games that they could possibly pull out the victory is in-state rival Kansas State, or even possibly Iowa State on November the 12th. But we will see. Now for this team, they don't really have any like big name players, but there is one player in particular that I'm going to be looking at this year, and that is tight end Ben Johnson, who was an honorable mention All Big 12 performer last season. They're going to need a lot of help for this team. And if you actually take a look at the depth chart, the player that's going to be looking at quarterback is Ryan Willis, the sophomore, or even Montel Kozar, who could start at quarterback as well, but he did struggle a lot last season. So I'm going to be really just see what's intrigued to see what's going to happen with the quarterback situation for Kansas. This is going to be a tough year. Now, like I said, if you look at their schedule, I think they could pull off at least 2 victories this year. I think they're going to win one of the first 2 matches, and I think they should pull at least one Big 12 game in their upcoming season. So I actually have this team going 2-12 this year, an improvement from what they did last season. But I think that David Betty's job is on the line, most likely going to get fired at the end of the season. Now the next time I'm going to catch you guys will be tomorrow, in which I will continue with more videos of the Big 12 conference. I told you guys I was going to promise at least one video for today, but I'll get back in tomorrow with more Big 12 previews, as well as later on in this week. And then during the weekend, I will talk about the Big 10 conference. Thank you for watching this vlog. I'm your man Akeem McCall. Be easy.